Hey, great job. I'm so glad that you're here and you're ready to take action with the 3 steps to finding and fixing the roadblocks to your success once and for all. I'm Dr. Russ Rosen, and I help natural healthcare providers just like you build true optimal health and wellness practices within 6 months so you can fill your schedule to complete capacity with your ideal patients without sleazy sales tactics, heavy marketing, or high pressure gimmicks. In this short video, I'm going to show you the 3 steps of how you can use this 13-page, 120 question questionnaire that will dive deep into every aspect of your practice, every aspect of you being able to have success, so you can quit banging your head against the wall, working on the wrong things at the wrong times. Look, the reality is so many of us get so frustrated. We want to grow our practice. We try hard. We just recognize we're always spinning our wheels. We're never getting where we want to get to. The truth is, when I talk with doctors, more often than not, we really don't know what the right problem is. And if we do know what the right problem is, we don't work on it in the right order. And it makes all the difference in the world. We're enthusiastically working on the wrong problem, moving in the wrong direction, not knowing why our practice isn't growing. When we work with our one-on-one coaching clients, we have them fill out this 120 question questionnaire. We go into great detail with them, and then we help them prioritize the right order so they can finally get past their roadblocks and get great results. It's kind of like a combination lock. You could have the 3 correct numbers, but if you don't do them in the right order, it doesn't open up the lock. If we want to not only grow, but be able to sustain that growth, so we don't grow and crash and grow and crash and live our life on the roller coaster, which just sucks the life out of us, we need to know the right problems to work on in the right order and then have the right solutions. Imagine that you recognized, I need to work on my cluster booking. I have to schedule differently. I need to bring in quality new patients. And I also need to learn how to get my patients to really get what I do and want what I offer, so they stay for a lifetime. Happily stay, pay, and refer for a lifetime. Imagine you knew those were the 3 things. And you say, the first thing I have to do is I have to fix my schedule. But the reality is, let's say that you can see 8 people an hour, and right now you're seeing 2 people an hour. Is working on the schedule going to fix this problem? No, not at all. What if you then say, well, I need to bring in a bunch of new patients? All right, I'm fine with that, unless you bring in 10 new patients, but none of them start care. See, it's not just knowing the right problems to work on, it's knowing the right problems in the right order. So I want you to take these 3 steps. If you haven't downloaded this PDF yet, you can pause and download it now. You're going to see that there's 13 pages of the 3 pillars and the 5 systems. And I want you to fill this out. Now, I know that that can sound overwhelming, 120 questions, but don't let it be overwhelming. If you want, and you're more of an analytical person, you could put A, B, C, D, and F for each and every one of these. Truthfully, what I tell most of my clients to do is really just put like a check mark if it's something you really know that you need to focus on. That way you can skim through this real quickly and just go, okay, that I need to work on that. I need to work on this, and definitely need to work on that. These, and these are all doing really good, and I don't need to worry about it. So step 1 is to go through this questionnaire. You're going to see the 3 pillars are congruent headspace, congruent procedures, and continuous right action. Do I have any problem areas in my headspace, in my congruent procedures that are going to get me there? Or do I have any problems as far as my continuous right action goes? We then go into the 5 systems. System 1, it's all about headspace, certainty, and personal growth. Who am I? What do I do? What don't I do? Where's my certainty about my results? Am I healthy enough and strong enough to grow my practice? So there's a whole lot of questions you'll want to go through in System 1. In System 2, do I know how to run a successful business? And do I know how to build and maintain maintain a dream team? For most of us in the healing arts, the answer to that is no. Many of us have challenges in that arena. System three. System three is all about communications. Can I get my patients to get what I do so they want what I offer, so they happily stay, pay, and refer for a lifetime? Now, I break it down into pre-consultation, if you do one, consultation, examination, report of findings, including money, daily interactions, regular visits, re-eval, re-reports, dealing with difficult patients. So we really break it down into extreme detail. And as you're going through this, you're going to see things such as, I understand the concept of the sprinter versus the marathon runner. Well, you may not know that, and that's okay. Just skip those. Those are ones that we take you through. In fact, every single thing that you go through here, we teach in our program. So there may be things you don't know what we mean, and just skip over those, but you're going to see those are far and few between. So then there's system four. How do I clarify who my ideal patients are, and how do I get them into my office? Is there room for improvement there? Do I have problems that I need to fix? And then there's system five, which is everything from schedule and cluster booking all the way to bringing on an associate or several associates and eventually going waitlist. In essence, can I run my practice? Can I stay on time? Can it run smoothly? Can I grow it as large as I want to grow it? So those are the three pillars and the five systems. Again, step one, go through the questions. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to just check off or ABCDF areas that you know you need help. These are problem areas. Now, step two. Step two is you're going to go to the back page. And on the back page, you're going to list all of the problem areas that you know you really need to focus on. You're going to do your best to prioritize, and you're going to write those down. So we know what you believe to be true as to these are the areas that we need to focus. And then step three, I want you to get on a Zoom call with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through this document together. You're going to send it to me ahead of time. I will have studied it. We're going to spend 60 minutes together, and I will help you start to get a better understanding of where the true focus needs to be. We're going to get clear about where you're at, where you want to get to, what the roadblocks and problem areas are, where you need to focus first, where you need to focus second, and whether or not we think we might be a good match as far as working together. So 3 steps. Step one, go ahead and fill this out. Don't make this a big project that takes hours and hours and hours. You can get through this in probably 30 minutes if you're checking off just the most important ones. Again, you'll have the file and you can always just go through it. Again, one of the things I would ask you to do is when you send it to me in the PDF format. Don't print it out. So you'll see that you can type it in there, but save a copy, because once your practice is at the next level, now you have to figure out where are my next roadblocks. You go through this again. So I have my coaching clients go through this, several times, probably once or twice a year. We'll go through these because now we have new areas of focus. Okay. And so step one, go through that. Step two, on the back page, I want you to write down all the areas that you need to focus on and your best guess at prioritization. And then you'll see a place below where you can schedule a call with me. Now, look, here's the deal. It's 60 minutes of my time. You will see when you try and schedule it, I don't have a lot of spaces available. So please only take me up on this if you're serious about taking action. You really want to grow your practice in a true optimal health and wellness model. As always, much love and aloha.